Hello, CS family. Welcome back to my channel, Chantel Stuff. It's your girl, Audrey Chantel here, your hostess with the mostest, back with another video. If you're new to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Also hit the notification bell so you're notified every time I drop a video. Hop into the comments, let a sister know what's on your mind, and share this video with anyone and everyone. Hopefully everyone is having a wonderful day today. Wanted to hop on and talk to you a little bit about how to keep the peace with your children, right? Now, I know you all know from previous videos, we have all adult children and we have 4 grandchildren. How to keep the peace with your children. Let me just say that this is a task. This is a task, but it can be done. It is so, first of all, let me just say this. It's going to be so simply said, but it is really hard to do. It is a task, but just let them be, right? Just let them be. Let them be adults. Let them be grown. Let them live. Let them experience life. Let them be. I strongly recommend you to do that. I can't tell anybody how to, raise their kids and run, their families and their lives and all of that kind of stuff. But I can tell you this, from experience, we learn we just have to let them be, because the more you try, just because you love them so hard, right? You just love them so hard and so much. You just want to see them excel and everything. You don't want to see them hurt anywhere. You don't want to see them hit those brick walls that you see them like charging towards, right? You don't want to see all of that, and you don't want to experience all of that, and you don't even want to feel the hurt, because you're going to hurt seeing them hurt. And a lot of times too, we just got to be real. Go ahead and be transparent as parents. We know a lot of their crap, if they do it, it's going to freaking fall back in our laps, and we don't want that either, right? But let me just tell you this. We have to just let them be. Can't tell you how to do it like I learned, that we have to just let them be. So I just thought maybe I'd just share it with you. Not telling you, just sharing. Just sharing on today. So my husband and I have learned that we have to just let them live. Sometimes, you want to, try to kind of control their actions and what they do, and we're pouring and we're talking till we're blue in the face, telling them, hey, don't do this, because it's a train wreck. It's just a train wreck, waiting to happen. Don't do these things, and sometimes you're just like, okay, and when you say you want to talk, they're breathing like, all this stuff. They know what's coming, because they know some type of instruction is about to happen, and they don't want to hear it. So, sometimes you just have to let them be. There's times where we've intervened in our children's lives, and we saw that maybe they couldn't afford certain stuff, and so we want to try to go and pay for everything, or they went in, did something crazy, and we want to try to go fix it for them and all of this kind of thing. But a lot of times when we do that, we steal that experience and that process from them, and that could have been the very thing that propelled them into their greatness, right? That could have been that thing that was going to be the next, step to them being that great, whoever or whatever that was in them, right? So sometimes, we have robbed them, because now, now they're not going to go to that next step because they didn't go through the process, right? They didn't go through the process because, we're trying to hand them everything, on that silver. Told y'all, what did I tell y'all about how my mouth don't want to say stuff sometimes? Okay, because now I couldn't say propel. I can't say silver. But, we can't just hand them everything on that silver platter and, prevent them from experiencing life and growing. I mean, they're going to grow crooked, right? We want them to grow upright like they're supposed to. But if we're, taking every hurdle out of their way, we're the ones jumping the hurdles. We're the ones experiencing all of their stuff. We're the ones doing everything for them. Well, then they're going to start to grow crooked, right? And then they're going to go through way, way much more hurt, hardship, and pain, because we didn't allow them to go through the process so they can build that strength and build that stamina and get all of that knowledge and that wisdom that they needed to get from the experience. And let me tell you something, how how we treat them, the world's not gonna treat them like that, right? The world's not gonna eat them up and spit them the freak out if we do not prepare them correctly, right? And so when the world is trying to eat them, traw them up and spit them out, they're going to have that strength to fight and that strength to move forward if we don't do those things. So I strongly recommend that you don't, because me and my husband will tell you how we learned from experience. We did some things that we shouldn't have been doing, taking on a lot of responsibilities that should have been theirs that we should not have. And we knew it, and we felt like, what in the world? We teach different than this. We teach not to do this very thing that we're doing, and we really made a mess of things when we did that. So I strongly recommend that you don't do it. But when you're doing these things, getting our hands all in it, let me just tell you how there's no peace, right? There's just no peace. We're stressed out. They're stressed out. Can hardly have, healthy conversations, not want to be around other people, all kinds of things like that, right? And there's just no peace there. That's not peace. Who can even, live like that, right? Who can live like that? Nobody wants to deal with, anything like that. But in order to keep the peace, sometimes we just have to let them be, you know what I'm saying? We have to give it to God. We have to go into prayer. And we have to trust Him that He's going to work in that situation, right? So, that's what I strongly recommend that you do. Just leave them be. Leave them be and just ask out and help you. That's why I needed help. I was like, Lord, help me. Help me, because I'm seeing them going through all this stuff, and then I just want to really run and just fix it all. I want to be the one going and talking to the one that they're having an issue with on the job. I want to be the one that's going, oh, your doctor's doing what? They won't listen to you. They treat you. Oh, I want to go and call the doctor, and I want to be the one now. Or you're finding out, oh, okay, they're crying, or they're sad, or they're letting you know that their finances, are out of whack. They don't have the funds that they need to do whatever, and you want to go and pay for everything and just do everything for them, you know what, we just have to let them be, and sometimes, my kids have just let me know, if I'm asking them something, sometimes they just like, well, I'm like, okay. As soon as they start like that, I'm like, okay, I know I'm all up in the business and I need to get back out the business. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Pardon me. I'm going to leave you alone here. My fault. So I just say, just let them be, just let them be, let them live. And where we do need to stand in the gap, and we know when we do, when it is a true and outright emergency and they need us that way, that's when we get in there and, we do whatever it is that we need to do. And that's going to keep your peace. You'll have a nice relationship. Like I said in a previous video, they're not going to run and tell you everything, which they don't need to. We don't need to carry what they need to carry. They're the adults now. So, and they're the ones that's making the decisions in their lives, and they're the ones that, God has given that option to make those choices too. So I just strongly recommend, once they get like that, let's just let them be, you know what I'm saying? And we'll step in when you have a true emergency. Other than that, we're gonna leave you alone, and we're gonna keep the peace. Hopefully this video helped somebody out today. Hopefully this video lifted somebody up. I say this to you tonight. Have a phenomenal day, and I will see you all on the next video. Deuces.